little bit too early, buddy.
13 seconds, guys. Calm down. All right. What else?
4th down. Cowboys at Eagles.
This is the Sunday night slate, the last game on Sunday, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. The spread says Philadelphia -6. The money line says Dallas plus 215. Philadelphia minus 267 on the money line, with the over-under being 42. I wonder who get most of those points on the offensive side of the ball. Will it be Dallas or will it be Philadelphia? FPI Eagles say 75.3% chance of winning this football game. Here's the issues that we have going forward. Jalen Hurts won 8 straight starts, the longest by an Eagles quarterback since Carson Wentz won 9 straight back in 2017, which they went to the Super Bowl, obviously. Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia, 0-2 in his career against the Dallas Cowboys. That's not a good sign for them. And then on top of that, the Dallas Cowboys have won 8 straight divisional games, the longest active streak in the NFL, having won 9 straight in the division since 1998-99 when they won 10 straight. But here's the key for everybody. The Cooper Rush, looking to become the first quarterback to start 6-0 max in his career since Patrick Mahomes in 2017-2018, would be the 11th quarterback to debut in the Super Bowl era to win each of his first 6 starts in the National Football League. And Michael Parsons, 19 career sacks in 21 games. That's almost a sack a game if I'm doing the math right. Okay? He got 6 this season.
Not all he does either.
Joey Bosa, 21 games. And Reggie White, the great Reggie White, the Hall of Famer Reggie White, did it in 22 games.
Why'd you say Joey Bosa like that?
Yeah, we got our, we have our reasons. Reached 20 career sacks is the few games sacks become the official sack total in 1982.
So, Harry, how much is riding on this game for Jalen Hurts?
I think a lot, because you're going against a guy in Cooper Rush. It's not like you're going up against Dak Prescott. So, number one, I don't think you can lose to a guy
Rush is
like,
undefeated. Prescott's not undefeated.
But I don't think you can lose to a guy like Cooper Rush. You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to sit, wrong in a lot of people's mind. You look at their Dallas defense and how elite they are. You go out there and ball against them. A guy like Mark Jackson, who calls NBA games, going to be sitting at home watching Sunday Night Football saying, "Mama, there goes that man." And I'm a damn sure tweet it. I can't wait to see Jalen Hurts ball out in this one so I can tweet, "Mama, there goes that man."
You want to know something? I think this game is all upside for Hurts. If they lose, look, the offensive line is missing pieces.
Yeah.
Mailata is a beast. He had a bad first game this year, but since then was trending the way he was last year as maybe eventually the best tackle in the game. He's certainly up there, right? Jason Kelsey, one of the best interior linemen in the game. They were missing 3 starters off the offensive line. That's the worst possible problem you could have in a matchup with the Cowboys.
Yes, it
right?
is.
So if he loses, okay, we understand you can't win every game. There are circumstances. If he wins, given what I just said, it elevates him. So it's important for him, but to me, it's all upside. And Key, you know who looks best to me behind all this stuff with the Eagles right now?
No, you're going to tell me who looks best.
It's Howie Roseman. Roseman takes over as GM about 10, 12 years ago, whatever, builds them up to a Super Bowl team. They win the Super Bowl, tears the whole thing down with a new quarterback and a new coach, and they're right back in the driver's seat, it seems to me, in the division. That's a hell of an executive president,
He's
whatever
living
he is.
right. When you're living right, great things like that happen for you.
That's a hell of a job by Howie Roseman.
Man, I'm sitting here and I'm watching highlights, Jalen Hurts run around and stuff like that. I'm changing my thoughts. I got to change my thoughts. I'm watching him run around and do his thing. I'm like, I may not want to. I don't know if I want to roll with Dallas. Mm-hmm. I think I might have to just roll with Philadelphia and Jalen Hurts. It just look right.
You might as well. You had his jersey on the other day. You supporting him, representing him.
But representing him and supporting him. Yeah. But when I start seeing everything else, I'm like, even though they booed Santa Claus, I
know what the key is to me?
We're going to pick it. We're going to pick it. We're going to pick it, and then I'll figure it out.
Know what the key is to me that they did really to put him over the top was A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown's presence on the field. When looking at this dude, how did they let him walk out the door? A.J. Brown, big, strong, fat. When you say what does a number 1 receiver look like, to me that's it. And that and I know Devontae Smith and everything, but the presence of A.J. Brown makes you think of that whole team differently.
But let me tell you why it's important,
Yeah,
though, Max.
I don't know why Tennessee allowed him to walk out. That didn't even make a whole lot
There
of
were
sense.
times that I would watch their games last year, and Jalen Hurts would try to throw jump balls to the guys that he did have.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of small body type wide receivers. Now you have a guy in A.J. Brown. We call it 100 balls. You can just throw it to him no matter where the ball is. They're going to catch it. If a guy's draped on his body, he's strong enough to get it, and he's fast enough to take it to the crib. So
I don't know what a number one receiver looks like. I mean, Jalen Hurts will try to get in the zone. Get in the Zone is brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the Zone, AutoZone. And we are joined now by our friend Rob Ninkovich, ESPN NFL analyst. Morning, Rob.
What up, guys? How we doing?
Nick, we were just
What's happening, sir?
We were just talking about, what the Cowboys need to do to beat the Eagles in Philly on Sunday night. What do they need to do?
They need to run the ball. That's what they need to do. They need to control time of possession, take care of the football. If you look at just generally the last 4 games that they've played well in, they've been able to control time of possession, run the football, take care of the football, no interceptions. So I think Cooper Rush has done a terrific job of protecting the football. That's just like anything in the NFL is all about turnovers. So if you can create turnovers defensively and protect the football offensively, it gives you such a higher percentage chance of winning the football game. I think it's going to come down to, honestly, who can run the football successfully. If the Cowboys have over 100 yards on the ground and take care of the ball, that's the recipe for winning this football game.
Nico, if you are the Dallas Cowboys and you're sitting there and Cooper Rush just went into Philadelphia and beat Philadelphia, and Dak Prescott's ready to go against the Lions, but Cooper Rush is 6-0 as a starter, and I'm stirring the pot for controversy right now, clearly. What do you do with Dak Prescott? Do you hold him off? Do you bring him back? Do you say sit tight because you don't want to mess up what little bit of chemistry you got going?
Well, I think you got to look at yourself in the mirror and ask, was I a better football player and was I playing good in week 1 and week 2 when Dak was our quarterback, or did I step up my own personal performances across the board and help this team become a better football team? Because I think that after Dak went down, everyone else stepped up. And if they can continue to step up and play the way that they have been playing, and you put Dak back in the game, I think they're a better football team. I mean, Dak, if you just look at sure athleticism, arm strength, everything that Dak brings to the table, it makes the Cowboys a better football team. I mean, there's a reason why Cooper Rush was a backup, and he is a backup. So when Dak is ready to go and his thumb is good, you put him back in the football game. There's 126 million reasons why you paid him the money that you paid him. He's going to be your starting quarterback. Whenever he's healthy, he's going to get back into the roster and the lineup. But everyone else that's on this football team, they need to make sure that they play up to the same level that they had been playing when Cooper Rush was the quarterback.
Rob, we had a very, very exciting Thursday night football game last night. That's 2 weeks in a row now. I'm pretty sure you watched it. But I want to ask you about Justin Fields.
No, I didn't. I fell
asleep. We don't blame you at all either. We wouldn't blame you. What do you think the ceiling is for Justin Fields?
Man, it's so tough. I think they put him in a bad spot considering he's attempted the least amount of throws and he gets hit the most in the NFL. I mean, that's just bad. Every single time he dropped back to throw, he hit the turf. And not only did he hit the turf, he was hurting. He was in pain. And, I think I turned it off in like the end of the third quarter. I went to bed. I was too tired. I couldn't watch bad football. So, I just, before the half, he took a couple big shots. The touchdown throw where he threw a beautiful ball for a touchdown, he took a big shot. So they need to protect him. They need to put him in the right positions. I don't think that the offensive scheme fits his skill set. If you were to put him, say, with the Ravens or a team that utilizes the quarterback's athleticism, that would be a far better situation than in Chicago where, they're in the red zone looking to score goal to go, and they're trying to throw it through the offensive line. Use some misdirection. Use some gadgets. Use some dash pass, some roll pass, something where your quarterback is on the move, and let him use his athletic skill.
And yet, Nick,
Rob, what should
go ahead, Key.
Rob, what should they do this offseason, so to speak? Because I'm assuming they're going to have a very active and busy offseason based on the way they played last night to maximize the quarterback position. What should they do?